Hi there. Real quick before we jump into the episode. If you enjoy this episode, or any of the other episodes, be sure to give us a follow or subscribe. It would also be great if you shared it with a friend, or better yet, left a review so others can know how awesome it is. Thanks so much. And now, the episode.
Hey there, Press Starters, and welcome to the Press Start Leadership Podcast, the podcast about game-changing leadership, teaching you how to get the most out of your product and development team and become the leader you were meant to be. Leadership coaching and training for the international game industry professional. Now, let me introduce you to your host, the man, the myth, the legend, Christopher Mifsud.
Welcome back, Press Starters, to a brand new edition of the Press Start Leadership Podcast. On this week's episode, we're discussing 8 ways to be present with your team. Being actively present. 8 ways you can show up for your team as a leader. As a leader, it's critically important that you're present. If your team doesn't feel like you're there with them, they can feel leaderless. So, how does one be truly present for their team? A lot of leaders employ passive options, like having an open door policy, which is great. But you're going to get even better results if you're actively present. Here are 8 ways to be actively present with your team. 1. Schedule regular one-on-ones. The timing will depend on the size of your organization, but make sure you're having at least monthly one-on-ones with your direct reports. You should also keep space open in your schedule for folks that aren't your direct reports. Allow time for their own one-on-ones and follow up with them the next time you visit their location. Again, this depends on the size of the group, but I try to have a one-on-one with everyone every 6 months. This gives an opportunity for all employees to speak, not just the loud ones. 2. Show up physically. It's important to see the people you work with face to face. When people don't see you, they can feel insecure and disconnected. If your business has multiple locations, travel to them whenever possible. You may not be able to go daily or weekly, but visit them when you can. If you can't travel to them because of COVID or other restrictions, schedule a video call. In-person meetings are better than Zoom calls, but a video chat is better than a voice call. 3. Show up mentally. Showing up physically is just half the battle. When you're in a one-on-one, turn off your phones and give your full attention. It shows that you care. Plus, we get lots of clues and context from body language. So if you aren't paying attention, you're going to miss something important. If you can't be fully present, schedule something for another time when you can. 4. Walk the floor with your teams. It's important to be in the same spaces as your teams. They need to know you're really in it with them. So let them know you're coming. Walking the floor should be about letting your team show off, not about surprising or catching people. Personally, I like to get to the location early, get settled, say good morning, and ask folks how they're really doing. It gets you a lot more honest information. 5. Send daily messages. I start all my days by sending a good morning message to my teams. It not only greets them and reminds them that I exist, but it lets them know that when they need something, they can come directly to me. 1 up. Make sure you vary the messages. Don't just copy and paste what you did the day before. A little effort goes a long way. 6. Send monthly email updates. Keep your team up to date and in the loop with what's going on in the company. If possible, send the emails from the CEO or other leaders and make sure the messaging is consistent and signed with a personal touch. It's all about touch points and personalization. 7. Have quarterly stand-ups. At least once per quarter, everyone should come together in person, have information shared with them, and given the opportunity to ask questions. This kind of unity is important, so do it by video if necessary. And 8. Enjoy yearly celebrations. Use yearly celebrations to actually celebrate. This is a wonderful time to connect with your employees by chatting, asking questions, and just genuinely enjoying your time together. Being present can be challenging when operating in multiple locations, but you don't want to be a ghost. Put the systems in place and it will pay off. The sooner you do this, the easier it is to scale. So start when you have a team of 5. You're less likely to be caught off guard, and you'll have a happier, healthier team. What helps you be present with your team? Comment below and let me know. That's this week's episode of Press Start Leadership Podcast. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, thanks for being awesome. Give us a follow, a like, a share, and even a review if you feel like it. We'd really appreciate it. Cheers. If you haven't downloaded my free ebook, 5 Heroic Leadership Skills, click on the link in the description. Tune in next week for your next episode of Press Start Leadership Podcast. Thank you. Oh, hi there. The episode's over, but thanks for sticking around till the end. If you're on the quest to elevate your team's leadership, production, or game design capabilities, I'm here to assist. Leveraging extensive experience and a strategic approach, I offer personalized audits, bespoke workshops, and leadership retreat facilitation to drive your team toward excellence. My commitment is to provide efficient, reliable, and proven support, ensuring you have the tools and insights needed to thrive. Ready to unlock your team's full potential and achieve unparalleled success? Don't hesitate to press start on your journey to transformation today. Feel free to reach out directly to discuss how we can tailor a solution to meet your unique needs and goals. Let's connect and take your team's performance to the next level.